Good foggy morning, everybody. I'm gonna start the day off with putting a little splash of fuel or whatever's left in my tank in my pickup truck in the 350. Should be enough to finish loading out dirt for today. The fuel trailer's way down there and it's just easy enough as I was coming in this morning to put a few gallons of fuel in it to finish loading dirt. Brought the roller to smooth drum. My goal for today is to finish hauling the clay I need for that building pad, get that leveled up, rolled in, and get everything ready to start hauling the crushed concrete from way over there tomorrow to start covering the top of those pads. So let this get fueled up. I'll go over there and finish knocking that dirt down, get that rolled in, and bring the truck down here. We got 8 more loads of dirt. Let's knock that down with the dozer real quick, roll that in, set the laser up, kind of check grade, see what I'm looking like, and load some more dirt. All that dirt's pushed out, rolled in, dumped the load on the truck, got everything fueled up, so let's start moving a lot of dirt. We got a lot of dirt to move today. All right, load number 1 for today. Let's go on a road trip. Here we go. See how many loads we can get done today. I don't think I'm gonna get to where I want to today. It's looking like more dirt than I thought. But hammering down. It does take about 8 minutes to get a round trip, so that's only about what, 7 loads an hour? Yeah, takes some time. At least they drug the road here and it's nice and smooth so I can hammer down. It was a little foggy this morning, but it's slowly lifting off. Go down here and start dumping another row across the back edge. And then do another row across the front edge. So 14 loads, works out pretty good. Then I spread it out. Looks like he's gonna move the fence right here. The owner's here this morning. Gonna kind of look at anything else that needs to be changed. So we're gonna see if he wanted to cut this hill back a little bit. Kind of taper this slope a little bit more. I want him to look at it and see what his thoughts were. So this dirt is packing in here good. Just running over it with the roller, and then every time I come in here and make a row of dirt here, I kind of offset my tire prints a little bit, kind of drive over it, pack it down even more. So we'll stop right there, dump it out. And we'll go get some more. Barney's getting a workout. Another 16 loads. I was able to get 8 rows in there. 8 piles in a row. So 16 more loads. I'm gonna set the camera up, go ahead and spread all that out and roll that in. And then I talked with the owner, he wants to cut this down a little bit lower, so I can take that dirt and use it right there. But now I've got to, he also just informed me that there's gonna have access on the sides right here, so I gotta take that topsoil that I pushed on the sides, scrape that out so I can put some clay in there as well. And then I'll probably go ahead and strip that over there and use that material for the slopes or whatever I need to. Kind of use everything right here and then unhaul the rest from the borrow pit site. I got everything rolled in. I'm gonna take the 220 now and go down the sides and cut that grass and topsoil and throw it back there to the back corners, and then come over here and start cutting some of this clay out and probably just load it and haul it over there to build those slopes in. And if there's any decent material, use it. Everything's pretty much good other than that back corner. Probably another 7 or 8 loads should finish the pad off. Okay, let's cut some of this topsoil off of this side, and I'm just going to pile it up back here in the back with the grass, because once I clear all those trees out, that'll be a good spot to waste it back there on that back slope to fill in all those stump holes. Everywhere else, what I'm going to do is strip the grass off and then set the topsoil to the side, that way I can salvage it. This is topsoil, but it's got so much grass in it that it's an absolute nightmare to try to grade out. But I can spread it out and then put that cleaner topsoil over top of it, like that up there. There's just not a lot of it right here, which is very weird. I just can't get over how there's less topsoil down here than there is at the top of the hill. I mean, it was a foot deep up there. But that's how it goes sometimes. I am not going to get done with the pad today like I thought. It's taken more dirt than I thought. about 50 loads into it so far. No, I am 50 loads into it so far. 34 yesterday and 16 today so far. And still got to do these sides. Yeah, it's going to be a 80-90 truckload barn pad here. Wrong way. With this grass, it's faster just to transfer it with the excavator versus trying to push it with the dozer. It's just so hard to push that wadded up mess of grass unless you're using the D7. D7 doesn't really care too much, but the D7 is a little bit much to bring down here to try to, I'm not saying it won't end up down here. We do a big pond in the back, work on that pond back there, but we're doing a barn pad. It is not fine grade, near as good as that Komatsu does, which I would like to use my D7 for something. Again, this year I've only used it on one job, just haven't really done any great big dirt projects this year, other than that last pond I finished, but I didn't necessarily need it down there. It would have ended up stuck somewhere. Everything I did down there was pretty much fine grading. That back with the dozer. And stockpile it all right here in this corner. Go over there and do the same with the other side. Then I'm going to start cutting that clay out right there. Well, I got a few loads of that clean topsoil I need to dump somewhere. Figure out where I want to put that at. Haul that somewhere. Maybe just stockpile it over there. It'll be out of the way. Sounds like a plan. I'm gonna load out this cleaner topsoil. Currently it's like dust. It's a little dry. Stockpile it up over there and use it at the end to finish grade everything because it's nice and clean. Doesn't have a lot of grass in it, so it'll grade out nicely. Then once this is moved, I'll take the dozer and push what's left of this grass right here down there. Then I'll finish the day out loading clay and dumping it on the pad. Have it where first thing in the morning I'll blade that off, and might have to get a few more loads from out back to finish everything else up, and then I can do the final roll and go and start getting the crushed concrete and putting that on top. dump that, and I got one more load left here, and then I'll go over there and load that other pile up. Keep getting it done. Let's move some more moon dust. Some pure baby powder. You step on it, just goes poof. But whenever it gets some moisture back in it, it's some pretty topsoil. So I got this last little bit right here to load out and stockpile over there. Then I'm going to cut all this material out. Thinking I can get enough right here to finish most of the pad. That would be nice. It's a lot closer. It's like 8 to 9 minutes a round trip to haul it from over there, but it still takes probably 6 to 7 minutes to scrape up, load. So it's kind of dang if you do, dang if you don't right here, but at least this is cutting it down and getting a little more slope on the pad here for drainage. That real quick, and then I can start dumping dirt. If I can lose track, if I don't lose track of the dump truck. Topsoil is moved. Time to start cutting some clay out and using that to finish the two edges of the pad. Like I said, originally I didn't know that it was supposed to have access to each side as well as the front. I thought it was just a front load, so I dumped all that topsoil along the sides there to build the slopes, but that wouldn't be good. You want to put concrete over it, and I told them that was just going to turn to mud and be mushy, so I took that out, put this clay in there, it'll seal off and be good to go. So I'm going to do that, and whatever's left put on top of the pad to finish that low corner back there in the back. Finish raising that up. I think I'm just going to cut maybe another foot or so off of this. I think that'll be adequate then. Try not to get this too far in the ground. I'm going to end up with drainage issues up here. pretty good material right here. It should pack in there well. Alright, let me go dump that. I'll keep moving dirt for about another hour or so. Last load for today. Ended up getting a little more topsoily sandy stuff in there, so I'm gonna dump this one back over there and then blade everything off in the morning. I'll get a load count here once I figure everything up. 46 loads for today. We've been getting this cut out, so pretty much to pad all of this is on grade. That needs to come up a few inches. That back corner about a foot. This over here about 3 or 4 inches. So first thing in the morning, I'll take the dozer, knock all this down. That way I can finish cutting this material out right here. I wanted to cut this down a little bit more just so that it was more flat out here in front of the building, and then just kind of taper it back up over here. I'm gonna see if I can't maybe cut that out a little bit so any of this will kind of drain that way, and majority of it's going to take off and go this direction right here. So that's the game plan. Should finish this up in the morning, get all that slicked up and rolled in, and then hopefully take the 350 down there to the concrete stockpile, start hauling some crushed concrete up here and getting the pad covered.